A lot of people think of meditation as a tool to get a tangible benefit. So someone called me and said, "Look, I wrote a letter as you told me to the universe, and then within 3 weeks, I got a house, and I have done the same with the meditation, with the burning a letter yesterday, and now I have a good relationship. A person responded to me, and I think this person is interesting, and this and that. Okay, and essentially the question: why don't you ask for yourself a good relationship or whatever you want? You're always praying for others. Why don't you pray for yourself? I said, I don't pray for myself. We can pray for others. And this person was like somewhat, no, it's a weakness. If you don't love yourself, then how can you love someone else? How can you serve this? So I'm going to be talking today about the power of manifestation. Manifesting your desires, let us call it that. And it's a very powerful tool and the best way to sell your course. If tomorrow you come up with the course, and any one of you can do it, you come up with a course that how to manifest your desire, that all this meditation is to talk with God or angels, and then once you talk with the God, you give out a hello, Mr. God, how do you do? And can you help me find a good sex life? Or can you help me get some more this money on the planet? Or can you get me more reputation? And God will say, yes, of course. You paid me by praying to me. Now I'm going to be giving you back what you prayed for me. So how many times did you pray with the mantra? And you say, 1,000 times. And okay, you then that means 1,000 times is like you will get around $5,000 in money and $2,000 in or 2,000 grams of good sexual life or 2,000 minutes. And how much a reputation? Maybe a tad more. Maybe the third chakra gets activated. So that's what you get for 1,000 mantras. And then, can I pray then more? And yeah, of course. So meditation is not a trading tool. But it is very tempting to think that if we will pray to God, then God will start answering our desires. So the rich people in India, especially, are always praying, please keep on giving me these business benefits and this and that, etc. And maybe that works. But on this planet, as it is written in Bible, not even a leaf moves without the will of God. And this desire to manifest your desires into your reality is so great that if you come out with a course and there are lots of manifesting desires, the book Secret, which was a worldwide bestseller, is like this. The authoress rather says, I looked into these shows in the shop, they were so expensive, and I told the universe, give it to me. Universe, give it to me. I express all my willpower to get these fashionable shoes, and then within a week I got them. And now I'm writing this world bestseller. And look at me, I'm so happy. I manifested my desires, and it's so easy. You put your willpower, you put your desires, you put your emotions, and you visualize that you are rich. You are rich. You have a good sex life. You have a good sex life. You have very good reputation. You have got very good reputation. You keep on desiring, visualizing, and it will manifest. Of course, the whole universe will come together to give you more sex life. So the universe has got nothing better to do but to get you better, better quality body rubs and some monopoly money. It may be happening. There might be there people. We do pray a lot for people to get jobs, and they do seem to get jobs. But in the grand scheme of things, a lot of times prayers are going to be answered directly, and a lot of times they're going to be answered indirectly, but they will always be answered. So, first of all, in the grand scheme of things, you will be allowed to pray with fervor only for things that are going to be happening in your life. You will not be praying. Someone called me and said, "My son is in a coma, and there was an operation, and we prayed, and he was saying, 'Oh, thank you.' I said, 'No, if it had not meant for your son to be out, our prayers would not have helped at all. But the way it worked out, the optics was created that the prayers helped. And the prayers do help, but they help with giving us the spiritual strength to manage whatever the situation is, not to change the situation. Things will change. The change is going to be there. Whatever is good will become, after some time, will have a side effect. People want to get married. Someone wants to have children. Someone called me, and I didn't say that, oh, you're now pregnant, you're going to be having. But right now, children are not a source of joy. The minimum that children nowadays have is ADHD. That's the minimum. And then when kids go to school, there's so much amount of drugs now that they're legal that it's very difficult to be seeing teenagers that are balanced. I've even met teenagers who suddenly say, "Oh, I'm now a girl saying I'm a boy, boy saying, oh, why do I have this boy's body?" Everything like, and they're becoming. It's sort of considered to be fluid, and sex is a big thing. In like it always was, but now it is. Oh, you just have heterosexual. I'm asexual. The other person, the other teen, I'm pansexual. Oh, I'm this. I'm bisexual. So sex has become a part of an identity. It is just your body rubbing against someone, and if it's mutually, um, let's say, respectable for both of you, good. Why not? But if it is a mean of a statement, oh, I'm gay or bi, so I'm better or worse or this. That's a stupid thing, because spirituality is focused on the spirit, and spirit doesn't have sex. The body has those parameters, but we are identifying at a soul level, and at a soul level, we are like gods within the dream of God, which the universe is. And we have the biggest power that the universe could have given us, the power to accept things as they are. You don't have a good sex life, Salavi. That means that the grace of God is making you more pure. And I'm speaking from personal experience. You don't have as much money as you wanted to. You are free. You don't have the job that you were looking for. You have more time. No one in the group is dying of hunger or is homeless. So, whatever is the grace of God, it is going to be usually masked as an unfulfilled desire. And who has written that these desires are going to be remain unfulfilled? Before being born, You wrote the script of your life. May I be blessed with less money. May I be blessed with less health. May I be blessed with this, because an abundance of health, money, relationship, reputation is contrary to my spiritual growth. And if you are born and you have a lot of sex on the planet, you have a lot of money, you have a lot of reputation, you have a normal name, you have all the toys, but you did not have spiritual growth. How can there be spiritual growth if there are so many obstructions to it? If your body and mind are in a comfortable place and happy, you cannot discover the joy of being spiritual. And it is not a game. Being spiritual is not a game for the faint hearted. It is a path of enjoying life no matter what is happening or what has happened or will happen. In our times, we live in exceptionally challenging times. Sometimes I'm still always talking, Bitcoin is now 52,000. It was 26,000. So if you had invested in Bit 1,000, it would have been 50. You would have doubled your money. But Bitcoin, etc., are powered because it's a currency used in the underworld. On the dark web, you can buy children, you can buy guns, you can buy whatever and Bitcoin is the currency over there, or all these digital currencies. So they are powered by the fact that the dark or like really bad people use it for their day-to-day work. Because now there is the normal currency used by the normal people, which are above board, and then there's the dark underground world, which uses only Bitcoin. So hackers and kidnappers and people who deal with children and sex traffickers, all of them, they use Bitcoins and these digital. So even if that currency was to make you double the amount of money, as a spiritual warrior, you may say no to it. And the whole world is going crazy out because you see that, oh, it's that guy. Even I had a moment of jealousy. I was told, oh, that guy whose mother called for pot smoking, suddenly he became rich. He had around $700 of Bitcoin. And then I found out that he had these Bitcoins that he has used for buying pot, and with time they multiplied, and he had gone to. So even I was also. And then I thought, what is this happening? That this guy is had the ability, he's on pot, and he was able to foresee that Bitcoin is to go up. No, he had just bought it for his future pot use. So he got lucky or unlucky in that, and he still has not found any job or work. He still drifts off. So all these things that our heart is desiring, they are driven by dreams of our body looking for a comfort level. At the very least, the mind attached to the body looking for love in various things, in reputation. If I have more money, I'll have more security. And if I have more security, I'll have more love, or I'll be more stable, etc. Everything is looking for love. We are like hungry ghosts inside. But getting in touch with soul power makes you understand that whatever the teaching said that the world keeps on changing, it is illusory. Having anything in it is like having $1 million billion in your dream, and then the moment you wake up, which death will force us to wake up, you will find that the only thing that we have is the service we had given to others. That accompanies us. All the rest, including the n number of orgasms, the money, the reputation at this, the comforts, they'll be left in the dreamland which this life is. I'm not saying I'm not negating the life. If you have those comforts and you have earned them honestly, even more so, enjoy them. And enjoying means going to a place of comfort from where you can pray and be achieve even more soul power. And soul power means the ability even to say to God, I'm content. I'm content that my body is dying. I'm content with what I have. I'm content with what I don't have. I'm content with everything that I have. But I'm not content with the state of the world. It seems to be in a shady place, which seems so I'm going to be continuing to pray for others, knowing that everything is changing and all these changes will eventually bring about a better tomorrow. You have, if not tomorrow, then day after tomorrow. It's a cycle. It will go up, down. Right now, it may be, it may be, we may be considering, oh, this is the absolute down. And then tomorrow or day after, no, no, this was still better. But a lot of people are suffering. Layoffs and suicides amongst teenagers is at a peak. So we shouldn't really be caring about our lives or what we can fulfill or manifest. If you can manifest, then we should manifest peace and harmony in the hearts of the teenagers. And because we are all connected as a person, that spiritual, let's say, manifesting prayer will help to some level. Absolutely. Believe that fully. But our power of sometimes, even when people are desperate and looking for work or something, and if the person is now at a stage where they say, if I get this job, I will, I'm good with life. If I don't get this job, I'm good with life. If I get this relationship, I'm good. If I don't, I'm good. I'm fully content in staring at the face of God that all the phenomenon of my life is are. I am self-contained. I'm self-realized. All the things that I think that my mind or my ego is asking for, I'm more or less stupid. Think of you see yourself in your mind's eye with your problem, whatever it is, job, relationship, money, reputation, even health and death, and see yourself from the side as if you are a neighbor, and you will end up laughing at your problem. Some people call me about job, I say, but you're secure. No, no one feels secure. It just ends up time after time. And of course, health after 60, 70, 80, when people say that my this is dying, or father is dying, mother is dying, what can we do? What's the age? 84, 85, 87. What do you expect? And reputation, are, if we have self-respect for ourselves, we don't really need it from someone. It is difficult to be with someone who doesn't have respect for themselves because they can't show respect for you also. But it's part of growing up. You have to be fully self-reliant. Means that you have to be completely at times be alone. And most of the time we are alone. We may be in a company, we still may be alone because you guys are spiritual. Like me, a lot of times you feel disconnect. Disconnect in the way that the world seems to be very enthusiastic once more, for example, about Bitcoin or something like this or etc. And you might feel yourself, I don't really care for it. And that is what is called Vairagya. The art of saying no to things that the ego wants. That is the real manifesting. When Prahlad was asked by Vishnu, the creator, and Prahlad was the son of the demon king who had taken over the universe. What is that demon king? that the story of Prahlad is referring to. Hiranyakashipu, his name was. That demon king is an obsession with something. It's some all these demons are thoughts in our head. So the story is about demons and gods. They are just our good thoughts and bad thoughts, eternally fighting against each other. That's the Mahabharata in our heart. And the demon king had won over the universe. So, as it happens, he had a son Prahlad who was a devotee of God Vishnu, and he kept on praying to God Vishnu. And the backstory to that was Hiranyakashipu also got his powers as a demon by praying to Brahma. And when Brahma appeared, he said, Brahma, I want to be eternal like you. Brahma said, even I became Brahma. And when the cycle of creation ends, I will vanish as a Brahma. So how can I give you something which I don't have? And Hiranyakashipu says, okay, at least make it so that I cannot be killed neither in the day, neither in the night, neither by God, neither by any animal, and neither at home, neither outside the home. So he created a list, and Brahma listened to it and said, okay. But that also meant that there was a definite way of being killed. So the demon king got very angry at Prahlad because Prahlad, the son of the demon king, was praying to the Lord, and everyone was praying to to the king who was the king of demons. So the demon king Hiranyakashipu tried to get Prahlad to be killed, his own son, but he was not able to because Prahlad was always praying, so he was protecting. In that way, there was a manifestation. And finally, he put Prahlad near the boundary of his house and chained him to a pole. And he said, do you think your God is going to protect you? And Prahlad said, yes. And he says, okay, I'm going to show me your God. And that pole was in the boundary between the house and outside. So it was on the boundary cusp. And it was neither day nor neither night. And God appeared as a half lion, half man. And he killed the demon, not by using any weapon that could be thrown or could be held, but with his nails. And it was neither on earth, neither on the sky. So all the conditions that had it, but he put him on his lap and there killed him, ripped him apart. So after that, it was such a fierce look that half man, half lion form of God, the creator Vishnu, who had come to save Prahlad, manifested as that the whole universe was afraid. And they had to ask, all the gods had to ask Prahlad that only you can pacify. They asked first the wife, Lakshmi, the goddess of abundance. And the goddess said, even I'm afraid of my husband when he's like this. And Prahlad was not he saw God as God. He was not afraid of the external. And he pacified him by being calm, just by being calm. So when the most ferocious form of manifestation of desire or God was there as half man, half lion. That's how manifestations work. You may be thinking you are getting this job, you are getting this relationship, but everything is a half. There's going to be a hidden fierceness to whatever you are asking for to be manifested, and there's a fierceness and a backlash to whatever you think you wanted and you got it. And Vishnu, in the half lion, half man form, asked Prahlad, what blessing do you want from me for being such an ardent devotee? Prahlad said, oh my Lord, give me the blessing of continuing to be desireless. So all the manifestation powers that we need are to pray for others and to be desireless, because when we say, I want this, it shows the cracks in our spiritual armor. Whatever you think you need, think of it that someone else looking at you will say, and knowing the life cycle of your life, and knowing also that when you were born as a spirit, you said, no, 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 no. In my last life, I had 12 children, so in this life, I want none. Something is going to be there, the reason for which we are born, and that lack of whatever we are suffering from is based on the fact that in the past life we had a lot of it, and it was not conducive to us becoming the spiritual soul power that we are meant to be on the planet in this life. So you have to learn to say yes and no with equanimity, seeing the life cycle that anything that you might like this cake, but then it is going to become fertilizer, and then as fertilizer it will again become a banana and come back to it. So don't look into the banana and see that it's a fertilizer which has passed through your body, and look at the banana as a fertilizer, and look at fertilizer also as future food that will be palatable. So you have to be totally equanimous. And in that way, we will avoid the trap. I want this, I want this, I want this. A lot of people are in meditation. I will manifest this, I'll manifest that. Manifest being desireless and helping others. Manifestations are a part of the universe, giving and taking, giving and taking, giving and taking. And most of the things that we are not having in this life are our own. We are the script writers of our life. So we said, in this life, I want to avoid this trap because having this stopped me from becoming a spiritual power. So in this life, learn to say no, learn to say no, and also to say yes equanimously, seeing the good in bad, seeing the bad in good, never being a source of disharmony for someone. And always, always, if someone wants something, yeah, help them. I'm praying for your job, I'm praying for your relationship, I'm praying for this, I'm praying for this. But try to avoid praying for you. I did pray for myself. I prayed with gratitude when I had the job, because relationships can go up and down. Reputation also can go up and down. Everything can go up and down. But I feel that in North America, when you don't have a job, it makes you less confident. And I would be tempted then sooner or later. Oh, this meditation circle, you have to pay $10, because first you run something in a pure mode, and then at some point you start feeling, no, no, I do need money. And then that thing, whatever you're doing, becomes tainted, because you start to look for a leverage. You want to some tangible benefit from your progress towards God. Even the it blew up. Yeah. Better be pure, better be self-reliant, and know that everything that you have and not have is perfect. Seeing perfection in your life is seeing perfection in the face of God. Closing eyes. Oh, today's mantra is going to be saying, everything is perfect. God is perfect. My life is perfect by extension. And to the perfection of the universe, nothing can be added or subtracted. Oh, breathing in and out, the sense of perfection, so that you don't have any desire for any manifestation of anything. You're totally, totally at peace with all your past, present, and future results. Always striving to bring harmony to others and never induce any disharmony in anything or anyone. Om Purnamade 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 Purnasya Purnameda Purnameva Vishishyate. Purna is perfect or whole. So the Sanskrit mantra keeps on repeating that wholeness, wholeness, wholeness. You are wholeness. I am wholeness. Everything is whole, perfect, complete. Om Purnamadi Purnamade Purnat Purnamadacchat Purnasya Purnameda Purnameva Vishishyate. Om Purnamadi Purnamade Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnameda Purnamevavashishyate. Om Purnamadi Purnamade Purnapurnadachyate Purnasya Purnameda Purnamevavashishyate. Om Purnamadi Purnamada Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnameda Purnamevavashishyate. It's perfect in the beginning, ending, and in the middle. Nothing can be subtracted, nothing can be added to the perfection of life. Seo sele nachala seo sele seridina seo sele connect. Selites was seline selesnasti mira. Nicho ni mona dabavet. Ili ubiva. Wish this sense of completion and perfection to all your angels, seen and unseen, to all your ancestors. Om Purnamadi Purnamade Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnameda Purnameva Vishishyate. Om Purnamadi Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnameda Purnameva Vishishyate. Om Purnamadi Purnamade Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnameva Vishishyate. Om Purnamadi Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnameva Vishishyate. Om Purnamadi Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnameva Vishishyate. Om Purnamadi Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnameva Vishishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. See yourself as you are, a soul power in the heart, a golden, perfect light, not lacking for anything on the planet. The whole world has illusory gifts. You are above and beyond these temptations. If you want to let go of something, write a letter with your left hand and burn it in front of any God's image. That way you're communicating to your subconsciousness, which is also a form of God, and to the universe and to yourself. Do that for 3 days and you will see tangible changes in your life. So that's one way of manifesting with the prayers. But most of all, keep on being free of this temptation. See whatever you're asking for the side effect that may be there. And you will see why you are having or not having whatever you are asking for. And there is never a clear yes or no. Because everything is in a flux. If you need it, you will get it. Whatever you need in your life to be a spiritual power, you will always get it. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Om. So this sharing was slightly dualistic because there is a way to manifest. You can pray for an outcome. As I shared, I prayed for jobs. But there are And it will come about because the universe, but the praying, whether the praying got the job or the job was meant to happen, and praying is in our mind a catalyst, it's all good. Not every answer has got to be answered to 100%. Just the just the direction is good enough. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Catherine. So that your so that your new job which has manifested, you are able to hold on to it. And even if you let go, you'll find something else. Never be afraid of holding on to anything. Dhwani, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah. Your relationships with your parents and mother will get better, but do have the strength. And everyone is at a distance. You don't have to take the call if you feel stressed. Lalit, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Hal and children and body issues. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om. Jean and son, not even daughter. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Cat, Om Namah Shivaya, and health, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Breathing out all the insecure, breathing in the wholeness of the universe. Om Namah Shivaya. Katusha and Rita and Bova. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Om Namah. Three times for everyone. Luba. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Mary. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. And we are all praying with Mary. She's very stressed about work, but I think there's nothing to be fear. There's nothing to be afraid of. Even if the worst happens, within 2 months you'll get something else, but you're not there. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Paras. Preeti, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om. And we are all praying for your mother and for your new job. You will be successful, so no worries. Just enjoy without this anything becoming an obsession that I don't have it. A lot of people, especially in relationship, think, oh, other people have it and I don't have it. And it's all illusory. The people who are in a relationship are feeling the cost of responsibility of maintaining a relationship. So most of the time, people are not happy in a relationship. They will have some photographic moments on Instagram, but that's not real happiness. That the need to show that you are happy means that you're deeply unhappy. And some people will think, oh, including myself, I can be included in all the categories of not having something that some people, oh, if I had a house, but people with houses do not think of a house as a lucky thing. They just see it where they live. Everyone wants a bigger house, and they see it as different. They see it, even some relationships of extreme cold are there because they are divorcing, that they can't share the house and all that. So a house, job, relationship, even children, these things, they seem to be happiness because that's how the world sells us stuff. But they're not. Everything is a responsibility. Everything. House is a responsibility. Relationship is a responsibility. Job is a responsibility. Everything is a responsibility. So if you have it, even good health is a responsibility. You have it, good. If you don't have it, you will have the strength via prayer to enjoy not having what you want also. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinam, Sarve Shanti Niraman, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kasyat Devit. Om Triambakam Yamanam, Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam, Urva Ruknam, Mrittir Mokshinam Vrata. Om Shanti 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 Shanti. Om Asto Ma Sadhana, Tamso Ma Jyotirma, Mrityo Ma Amritam. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Till tomorrow, 6 p.m. Thank you.